The Bubble is a 2022 American comedy film directed by Judd Apatow from the screenplay co-written with Pam Brady. The film features an ensemble cast that includes Karen Gillan, David Duchovny, Leslie Mann, Kate McKinnon, and Pedro Pascal. The Bubble was released on April 1st, 2022 by Netflix, and the film has received negative reviews from critics. It was announced in November 2020 that Judd Apatow had set his next film at Netflix, with the film being about the production of a film during the COVID-19 pandemic. The Bubble was written by Apatow and Pam Brady. It was inspired by the production of Jurassic World Dominion in 2022, which was filmed during the pandemic, with its actors living together in a hotel during the shoot. The full cast signed on in March and February of 2021. Principal photography began on February 22nd and concluded on April 16th, 2021 in the United Kingdom at Shepperton Studios in Shepperton Hensor House in Hensor and the Silverden House in Taplaw. The cast includes Karen Gillan as Carol Cobb, a washed-up actress portraying Dr. Lacey Nightingale in the Cliff Beasts franchise. Iris Apatow as Crystal Chris, a TikTok superstar who joins Cliff Beasts 6 cast as a character Vivian Joy. An uncredited Maud Apatow also appears. Pedro Pascal as Dieter Bravo, a serious veteran actor portraying a new character of a tragic villain named Gio in Cliff Beasts 6 while coping with both an addiction to sex and hard drugs. Leslie Mann as Laura Von Chance, an actress who portrays Cliff Beasts' a fan favourite named Dolly, as well as Dustin's on and off love interest. Fred Armisen as Darren Agan, a former indie filmmaker hired to direct Cliff Beasts 6. David Duchovny as Dustin Mulray, the workaholic lead of Cliff Beasts franchise, who portrays the character Dr. Hal Packard, as well as Lauren's on and off love interest. Keegan-Michael Key as Sean Knox, an actor who portrays the Cliff Beasts character Colt Rockwell and promotes himself as a wellness guru, while not on camera. Kate McKinnon as Paula, the studio executive overseeing the Cliff Beasts franchise. Gus Kahn as Howie Frangelopoulos, an actor who portrays Jara, the comic relief character of the Cliff Beasts franchise. Peter Serafinowicz as Gavin, executive producer of the Cliff Beasts franchise. And Maria Bakalova as Anika, a hotel clerk propositioned by Dieter. Now, I really found myself enjoying this film. Maybe it's overly long, but I enjoyed its cynical look at the COVID-19 pandemic, and maybe in hindsight how over the top the reactions were. But of course at the time we didn't know any better. Now that we have moved maybe into a new phase of the pandemic, we can look back and have a laugh at how over the top some of the things we had to do were. From quarantining for over 2 weeks, to not seeing anybody, from not touching, to not even wearing open sandal shoes. Some of the rules put in place were completely over the top. And for me, this film pokes fun at all those excessive rules that were put in place. It's by no means a classic, and it's not going to go down as one of the best comedies I've ever watched, but it's fun. And if we can make fun of something that was so serious back then why not? The film also makes fun at the whole Hollywood process, and how films were filmed behind closed doors in quarantine, and just how fake the whole Hollywood process can be at times. This is a film that forces you to laugh at yourself. It forces you to laugh at the situation, to laugh at the Hollywood film industry, and to laugh at what has been one of the most awful pandemics ever encountered. I love the little cameos from Benedict Cumberbatch as himself appearing in a drug-induced hallucination, to John Lithgow as Tom, a studio chairman, and Daisy Ridley as Kate, an exercise AI who had sex with Dieter during a drug trip. A human model later appears at the red carpet premiere for The Beasts of the Bubble with Dieter and Anika. Even the little cameo from James McAvoy playing himself, and of course musician Beck as himself hired to perform for the cast. This film is just fun. You can see the cast had a lot of fun making it. It's supposed to be tongue-in-cheek, it's not supposed to be taken seriously, and it's supposed to just be light comic relief, while at the same time pointing out some of the discrepancies over some of these overly harsh rules set upon us during the COVID-19 pandemic. I even quite enjoyed the TikTok storyline, where it shows you how just obsessed some of us are with these so-called TikTok influencers. Now, other critics have absolutely despised this film, and it gets incredibly bad ratings, but I honestly enjoyed it much more than I thought I would. I probably went in with low expectations, and I just found it a harmless, easy-made film to make you laugh. I think it's important to laugh at oneself and to laugh at situations one has been through. Otherwise, it's going to be a very, very long life for all of us, and having a sense of humour is imperative at the best of times. And this film asks you to do that. It asks you to forget your troubles and just have a good old-fashioned laugh. The Bubble gets a 7 out of 10.